You are listening to the Spiritual Warrior Coach with Barbara Savin, the podcast for discovering how powerful your wisdom, compassion, and courage is. Get ready to join Barbara and her guests as they explore and offer you advice on how to reclaim your power, your energy, and your authentic self. And now, here's the host of the show, Barbara Savin.
Well, thank you for joining me today and welcome. I am Barbara Savin, your spiritual warrior coach, and I am here to help you reclaim your energy, your power, and your authentic self. And for those of you that may not know me, I am a certified clinical medical therapist, Reiki master and teacher, life coach, best-selling author of Gentle Energy Touch, the Beginner's Guide to Hands-on Healing. And you know who that person is alongside of me. Right, it's Pat Benatar, my very dear friend. Pat, I love you with all my heart. You know that. Well, I mean, I know you don't need an introduction, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Well, Pat, as most of you, probably everybody knows, is an American rock singer-songwriter who won Grammys for Best Female Rock Vocal Performance for 4 years in a row, right? And you also have 2 multi-platinum albums. You have 6 platinum albums and loads of top 10 hits. And we all know, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Love is a Battlefield. Oh my God, We Belong.
Too.
I mean, Heartbreak. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I mean, I could go on and on and on with all your music. I mean, I've been following you my whole life because we're both from Brooklyn, right? You were born and raised in Brooklyn, right?
I was born in Greenpoint and I lived there till I was 3, and then we moved out to Long Island, to Lindenhurst.
Yeah, I was born in Coney Island. And stayed there, for quite many years until we moved to Bensonhurst.
The best French fries on earth.
And Nathan's, right? The best, what was the hot dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Remember those days? Did you ever go on the steeplechase and all that?
Oh, yeah, of course. My mother and father were born and raised in Greenpoint. So, when we were little kids, they would always take us as long till it was closed down, obviously. But yeah, we did. We went on everything. The only thing that I never went on the Cyclone. I was too little. Other than that, yep.
Well, I went on the Cyclone once. I went on the what was that? The parachute jump.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
And I remember getting stuck with my father at the top.
Oh no.
And I could see my mother this tiny, because she had like bright red hair running around crazy. And I kept on telling my father, how are we going to get down? But they managed to get us down. But it was scary.
Oh no, I would never do that. I'm a terra firma girl, and my crazy husband, as you all know, Neil Giraldo, my partner in crime, he would do the parachute jump without the parachute. He's nuts.
Well, that's yeah, I guess he's brave.
Or nuts, one or the other. Maybe both. I don't know, but not me. I'm on the ground. That's where I want to be at all times.
I'm on the ground too, and I think after that parachute thing, I mean, and that was like I was 8 years old, so we're talking many years ago. It just stuck with me.
Stomach hurts for you.
So you're a grandma now.
I am. 2 beautiful baby girls. So fun.
Oh, I know. And your daughters are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Both of them. And those granddaughters, I mean, I watch them on Facebook and I've been following them.
Evie and Lola. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely beautiful children.
Yeah,
and I'm not just saying that. I mean, the mommy and the daddy are beautiful.
Yes, they are. They got it with the beauty stick. They did.
Right. But yeah, so how does it feel to be a grandma now?
It's phenomenal. I mean, I having children was truly one of the favorite things I've done in my life. I mean, of course I love music and everything and all that. And I love my husband. Being married to him has just been amazing and crazy. But having kids, when we had two children, we waited a long time, and it was just so wonderful to have our own girls. And I can't even tell you what this. I mean, you're a grandmother too. Having these two beautiful baby girls, there's no explanation for this. It's just, there are no words. I mean, I'm beyond madly in love. I tell Spider all the time. I tell him I can't look at them. I just can't. My heart is coming out of my chest because I'm so mad for them. So it's fabulous.
It's a beautiful feeling when you have children, then when you have grandchildren.
Mm-hmm. I whisper in their ear too when I'm holding them. I tell them, my blood runs through your veins.
I've never told my kids that. I don't know what they would have said.
My blood runs through your veins.
Well, it's the truth, though. That's for sure. Oh, so let me ask you, probably because a lot of people don't know actually how you got into all this singing.
Well, I mean, I sang, since little, like at 3, and I was, I'd sing for anyone, anytime. I was like, what is the little girl who tap dances all the time, Eloise or whatever her name is. So anyway, yeah, I mean, my mother was an opera singer. She only sang professionally for a short time. As soon as she had me, then she stopped. But I don't know. I gravitated to it really early, and I was always putting on musicals and things in the garage, and and in 4th grade, when it was time for everyone to join choir in 4th grade. So you didn't really have to audition. You could just join if you wanted to, but they still had you sing a scale and, play a little song, and then you had her sing it back. So when I did that, the 4th grade choir teacher just looked at me like dumbfounded and said, "Do your parents know about this?" And I thought, I'm in trouble now. I had no idea what she was talking about. I had to go to the principal's office and sit on a chair outside. And then my parents came home from work. They came, and then they were inside. And I thought, I don't know what I did, but I'm in really deep doo-doo here. So, but they were just telling the principal that, do you understand what we have right now? So that kind of started it. And it just went from there. And I sang all through, we were really kind of working class, poor family. My father was a laborer. My mother was a hairdresser. We didn't have very much money at all, ever. And so I met the choir teacher in the junior high and high school, and she got me all kinds of scholarships so that I could take voice lessons. And then I was preparing to go to Juilliard, and then my goofy boyfriend, who I decided to marry at the time, he's a sweet boy, got drafted, and I just threw it all out the window. And I had a hiatus of about 3 years, and I was working at a bank and going to school, still singing, but not professionally or anything like that. And then one day I just decided, you know what, I need to do this. I was missing it way too much. And then that was in probably 73, 74. And in 75, I moved back to New York, and I just started singing. And in 3 years, I had a record contract, and the rest,
I know. How did he feel about it? Yeah, your husband, your ex-husband. Yeah.
Well, he liked it at first until he realized that I was not going to stay married to him. He didn't like it after that, but which is why I still have the name Benatar, because that was his last name, and I had signed on as Pat Benatar, and then Spider and I put the band together, and as soon as we met each other, we were madly in love with each other, and we got married a couple of years later. But I already had my professional name, so that's why I recorded under Benatar all the time. But my maiden name is Andrzejewski, and thank heavens that didn't work. So I always thank my ex-husband, even though it was just kind of a messy kind of situation, for giving me that fabulous stage name.
It's a wonderful name. Wow. What was your maiden name again? Say that again.
Andrzejewski. 13 letters, only 4 vowels.
Wow, that's a tough one to pronounce, especially when you're from Brooklyn.
Yeah. Not in the neighborhood I grew up in the Polish neighborhood. I was born in the Polish neighborhood, so it was pretty much like Smith. It means Andrews, so it's kind of like really common. And yeah.
So all right, so then you got divorced, and then
and when I met Spider, I mean, we were already, we were so young. I got married at 19, like a goofball. That's because he was going in the army. I thought he was going to die. So But anyway, but we stayed married for 8 years, but not together. We were like on and off all the time. It was just, nobody's fault. We were kids. We were evolving. He wasn't a bad person. It was just crazy. And then when I met Neil Spider, the two of us, we knew we were, it was instant, soulmates. And besides all the music and everything, we were just crazy for each other. And we got married in 82, and that was it. So
yeah, and 2 beautiful children after.
Yeah, we'll be married 40 years in 2022.
Wow, congratulations.
I know, right? I don't know how he does it, I swear, but
40 years. Wow, that's a long time. So you've been singing together for
42 years.
For 42 years. So how did you meet him that you ended up singing together?
So I had already signed the record deal, and we had started a record with a bunch of really fabulous studio musicians, but it still wasn't. I had an idea. I had an idea of what I really wanted it to be like, and it wasn't happening. And so we scrapped that, and then they called in Mike Chapman and Peter Coleman, and Mike Chapman was producing Blondie and the Knack and a bunch of other things. Kind of really the person of the moment. And I sat down with him and I told him what I wanted. I said I didn't want to be like a solo artist, a girl singer in front of a nondescript band. I wanted a partner. I wanted it to be like Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, or Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. I wanted it to be like a partnership. So he said to me, "I got your guy."
Oh.
And he said Neil was playing with Rick Derringer, who Mike Chapman was producing their record. And he said, he's 22 years old. He's amazing. He's an incredible guitar player, really good look. And he goes, "I think you two will be like amazing together." He's really young, and he was, he's way further along than me. I was just beginning this part of my musical journey. I was a theatrical singer and opera singer. I was studying for years, but this was something else that I wanted to do really badly. And he had more experience. So when he came in, and literally on the day that we met each other, it was just like thunder. I mean, it was, everybody that was in the room said they could feel us arcing when we turned around. I had my back to him when he came in. When I turned around and I saw him, it was just like, wham, that kind of thing. And it was from that moment on. I mean, it was so much more than just being each other's muse and being, so attracted to each other. There was something much bigger
than that
in that meeting as well. And it's always stayed like that. So we've been really lucky.
Well, he's an unbelievable guitarist.
Oh, he's just, he's like a savant. He's just, his production skills, and, we're songwriters together and everything, but the combination of the two of us, I'm a pretty schooled person. He's like completely the opposite. So he has no limits to him at all, what he does, which is great for me, because I always need to just kind of push the boundaries, and and I have to reel him in because he pushes the boundary all day. I'm always like, "Come on back," my job. So it works out perfectly.
Well, that's good. You need, you need somebody that has to do that. So
absolutely. It's really fun. I always say that being with him is, I have the illusion of jumping out of the airplane, but it's really like being on a roller coaster, because you're strapped in, so you're really safe, what I mean? But it feels like I'm jumping out of an airplane, which is so much fun, because I would never do that.
Excitement. So, when I first met you, we know each other
10 years, I think, almost
10 years. Yeah, it's a long time. And I remember when you had the name Pat Giraldo. And I
use that for everything. It's known as.
Yeah. That's and it's funny, because I had no clue who Pat Giraldo was.
Well, I did it on purpose.
I know you did. And I remember looking at you and telling you, "Wow, has anyone ever told you look just like Pat Benatar?" It was crazy that day. And
when I'm in Target and they say that, I go, "Yes, every day." And they go, "I mean that as a compliment." I go, "Thank you."
Do you ever look at them and say, "That's because I am Pat Benatar"?
No, unless I'm really sure that they're sure. Then otherwise, I just don't.
You just don't do it, because then they'll have like everyone will come
sure.
over.
I go like that,
So, all right. I when I met you, I've always called Spider Neil. Okay.
Right.
So how did he get his name Spider?
It's really not a great story, but I'll make it short. It was during the first tour, and we were walking on the beach at Virginia Beach, and they have a bunch of like, clubs and bars that are like right on the beach, and they have all the neon signs for each of these things as you're walking. And Spider's favorite colors are black and yellow, so there was a big sign that said Spider, Spyder, in black and yellow. And I said, I'm calling you Spider. It was nothing big, but it stuck, and that was it. I call them that always. So.
And everybody, I think, calls him Spider, right?
We do now. When we were, I probably until we moved to Hawaii, because the Hawaiians love nicknames. When we moved to Hana, that's when the little kids called him. He's coaching soccer, and they called him Coach Spider. So everybody called him Spider. So up until that point, only I called him Spider.
So now I think the whole world calls him Spider.
Everyone calls him Spider. When people call him Neil, I'm always looking at him like, what? That's so weird to hear.
I remember when we went backstage one time when you invited us to one of the shows, and I called him Neil, and he looked at me and he says,
I know, it's just like always so weird. Like, what? Like, especially if we know you. I mean, if you're a stranger, that's different. But when you're a friend of ours and you call, like if someone calls me Pat instead of Patty, or whatever, that's always weird to me. Like I was going like, what? Like, that's like professional. Everybody calls me Patty. Nobody calls me Pat. That's like weird. Only people I'm not close. I don't know. Oh goodness, sorry.
Well, that's okay. You're allowed.
Sorry.
Yeah, I call you Pat. I know it's Patty.
Yeah, I know, but that's because you're being formal. So.
I know. Well, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So that's how he got the Spider name.
That's how he got the Spider name. Absolutely.
So
I'm trying to get this thing off the screen. There we go. Okay.
So the grandkids, okay. Do they ever call him Spider? I mean, I'm sure they call him Grandpa.
No, they call him Papa. That's what
Papa.
So they call him Papa. And a matter of fact, when they watch us play, they watch videos now that the little one, the older one's older. She's about to be 3. So now she understands, and she says, "Papa's playing guitar," like that. She still calls him Papa no matter what. So it's really, really cute.
Do any of the kids have like vocal talent? I know Hannah does.
Yeah, they do. Hannah does. So does Haley. Haley sings too, but she was not interested in that. But she sings. Hannah sings. Well. Hannah's a songwriter as well. And then the 2 little kids can sing. I mean, it's really interesting because they can sing in time, in tune from the minute they realize they have a voice. So it's in there. It's always in there. They're great rhythm. When they're listening to Disney songs or something, they're right. They're in time. They're clapping their hands on too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So it's really
So they do have their blood. They're circulating.
Yeah, it's in the blood. It's great.
So I guess a lot of people are probably waiting to know if you're going back on tour.
Yes, we are going back on tour, and we are going on. We leave on the 27th. Our first show is on the 29th. It's been really a challenge with the COVID thing happening. We're working on it, but yeah, I mean, we haven't played. This will be, by the time we go out, it'll be almost 2 years now, and that's really unusual. As you know, we go out pretty much every summer. So
every summer,
it's been this has been a challenge, and just trying to get all the protocol together to keep everybody safe, audience as well as our own people and the people in the work in the venue. It's been a challenge. So we're working on it, but yeah, we're for all intents and purposes, we're going.
Going. And how long are you going for?
Not that long because of COVID. Normally we would be gone for 16 weeks, but we're just going to do 8 weeks. We may do something later on if things improve, go out again to do some more, but we're only going out for 8 weeks, which is basically like rehearsal. I'll be done with that in like 1 year.
So I want to talk about something that probably not many people know about you.
Okay.
And that you're very You're funny and crazy and everything else, because I know when we have our lunches together, I have a blast with you. I mean, but
We do have
yeah, we do. And I think the other day, I think we were chatting for like 2.5 hours.
Oh God, I think it was 3 hours.
Oh, it was.
I came up there, I goes, where were you? I said, I was Barbara.
I know my husband said also when he called me, he said, I've been trying to call you. I said, well, I had the phone off. I was with Patty. I'm not doing it.
Me too. We have Life 360 on our phones. Everybody knows where everybody is all the time. I'm like, why didn't you just look for me? You would see where I am.
Exactly. I know. So I know, that you're so spiritual. You're an empath and you're very intuitive.
Yes, much to most people's chagrin.
Have you always had that ability? Do you think you've had it all the time?
I do. I mean, when I was a little kid, I mean, I didn't, I always had the feelings of things, and I mean, I don't know that I ever knew what it was, but the thing that I have, we've discussed this, is I don't know what it is. I just know that it is. So when I was younger, I mean, I would know that. I would know, like, if my parents weren't home, or if something were later than they were supposed to be, and my grandmother who lived with us was babysitting, she'd start getting all nervous and everything, and I would just be like, no, they're fine. I mean, I always had it. My brother be crying, and all that, but I was always okay because I could always feel them and I knew that they were fine. So I've always had that, but I didn't pay attention to it until I was, in my 20s, that kind of thing. So.
And do you feel it's helped you?
Oh gosh, yes. I mean, I love it. I wish I work on it all the time now because I'd like to have more of it. I mean, I've really kind of, honed in on it for the last, I don't know, 10, 12 years. And I mean, I love having it. I mean, like I said, most people hate that I have it because I'm always going, I just want you to think about this one thing before you do it. Because and they're like, oh God, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. I just, I don't want to, I don't want to know. I don't want to go, no, I think you do. I told you, I call Haley, our oldest daughter, who has the 2 little girls, at night, sometimes at 11 o'clock, I'm still up, I'm up all night. I text her and I go, could you make sure that gate at the top of the stairs is closed? She's like, Mom, I'm just seeing the gate. I don't know why I'm seeing the gate, but I'm seeing the gate. And she just goes crazy, but.
And was it open?
It was open.
It was open. Yeah. Isn't that, it's like a knowing without knowing that we know. I mean, I can't even explain it either for myself.
Yeah, sometimes it's really frustrating because, like I said, sometimes I don't know exactly what it is. I just I know that it is like something's the matter with the gate. I don't know if it's because it's open, it fell down. I don't know what the actual thing is, but I'm feeling an issue with that particular thing. So it drives me a little bit crazy because then I have to, kind of just give a blanket explanation about what I'm feeling, which I would like it to be much more specific, but I don't seem to have that. I've tried really hard.
I don't know. I think you do. I think I mean, the songs that you write, do you feel that they're just like downloaded to you?
Absolutely. Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of times I don't even remember actually writing them. They're just coming out, you know what I mean? It's like the third eye, like when you've gone into that place, when you're in there and you're not really actually present on earth. You know what I mean? So that sometimes it happens like that. It's pretty, it's pretty cosmic when it's happening. And then when I finish, I'm like, come back and I'm like, wow, cool. So yeah, it's crazy, but I love it. I mean, it's fabulous. I love having it. It's fun.
Oh, it's a gift. I mean,
it's a gift. I love it. It's just, people sometimes are hesitant to feel things because, listen, things are painful, things are, whatever. It's not always all good, but, I just love the intensity of the feeling. So I'm willing to go in so deep, whether it's dark and sad or extremely happy. I don't mind because I love the intensity of the feeling, good or bad. So I'm okay with it.
Do you meditate?
Of course.
I just had to ask that question.
Yeah, I do.
So when you meditate, do you meditate just without music or
Yeah, silent. I do silent. You know, because
silent meditation?
music turns on something else for me that I don't really want present when I'm, you know, not in a bad way, but it's distracting to me because I want to go where it is. So I need it to not be on, so I can stay where I need to be when I'm doing meditation.
I feel the same way. When I meditate, it has to be without music
Yeah.
so that I can hear those voiceless voices that talk
Yeah,
to me.
I mean, I want it really quiet. I mean, it's, you know, and my life is, you know, pretty crazy. I have a crazy dog. I have, you know, the kids, everything like that. My crazy husband. So meditation comes few and far between, but I do love it when I can. So
Do you feel Spider is intuitive also?
yeah, in a different way though. We're completely opposite. He's not the same as me in any way, shape, or form. So he thinks I'm nuts. Um, I don't think he's nuts, but he thinks I am because he just doesn't understand this way that this is. He's not a shield. Like I think one of the reasons he doesn't understand is because he's completely open and I'm not. I'm shielded. So I can bring the shield up or down as needed, and he doesn't have that capability. So he's kind of like just like an open chest all the time. So he's taking in things all the time without controlling that. I can control that really easily.
Mhm.
So he doesn't understand how I can do that, and he's just used to the barrage of that, which I think he kind of likes because. You know, he has ADD, and I think that he's so used to, you know, having 42 plates in the air that if it's quiet, he would like freak out. so, so he really likes it like that. Me, I would go nuts, but he can't understand how I can compartmentalize like this because for him it's just an endless wall of sound and thoughts and feelings. You know, it's not. And you know, I always said that my job on earth was to help him navigate these things because it's just like, it's like, for me, it looks like this, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
His life, the way that he thinks, the way that he does things is just putting your hands in front of your eyes like this. And I'm so laser beam focused, one thing at a time kind of a person. So it actually works out great because I'm like the equalizer for him.
Well, that's, and you also ground him.
Yeah, I do. And I mean, he is grounded. He's really an earth person. He is, but he does have that, especially, I mean, his like in his personal side of him as being just a man and a father and a person and a lover and a husband and all that. He's a very earthbound person, but his uh, artistic gift is so massive that just keeps him way up there. Like I'm always saying, you know, he's way, I don't know where, Hana's up there too. The two of them are just up there somewhere. And I'm always like, seriously? Like, so yeah. And they're exactly the same, which is just so much fun for me.
Yeah, it keeps life very interesting.
I got two of them. It's nuts, but it's, you know, it's great. They're really, I mean, they're exceptional people. It's fun to be around them, not all the time, but it's fun to be near them because they are doing, you know, things that are unimaginable, you know, and they're going in places and thinking things and they're just constantly lit, you know, and I'm not like that. I have moments of light and moments of calm and I really like it like that. So
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, my husband's like that. He's all over the place sometimes.
yeah, it's a crazy thing, but they love it. You know, I mean, I don't even think they wake up like their ADD thing that they have. I don't think they wake up unless they're overstimulated like that. So it's just part of their thing, you know. So
is he like that like all the time?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, he has moments, but I would say basically 22 hours a day.
Okay, that's a lot of time. Wow.
He gets up at 4:30 in the morning. I mean, he's a live wire, you know. I am very mellow. Not that I'm not an intense human, I am.
Oh,
but,
yes, you
but
are.
I'm a mellow, intense human. You know, I'm not like hyper kinetic or anything like that. They're just hyper.
And Haley is that way too, or no?
No, she's very quiet. She's quiet and she seems, I don't know that she's as far to the other side as me, but she's definitely in the middle. She's very artistic. So she has a lot of fabulous ideas floating around all the time. And she does that, but she's really very good at being grounded and calm because she's fabulous with those children. I mean, she's just I'm so proud. She's such a great mother. She's so kind and and nothing riles her. She'll say to me, she goes, Mom, if you're coming over today, I just want you to know they look like feral kids. I go, I'm okay. Because she doesn't care. She's like, I want them to be happy. I don't care if they've got, their hair's in a big mat. I don't care, what they've got food on their clothes. And she's just, she's great like that, which I just, I'm a lot more rigid than she is. And growing up, she dealt with that. So she's swinging in the opposite way, which I'm really happy for, because it makes really happy kids.
Were you a tough mom?
I was not tough that I was mean, strong like that. I was tough because I have OCD and I need everything orderly and clean and that. So it was difficult like that. But, I got to a point in my life when I knew it was hurting my kids that I was so strict like that. It's not strict with behavior. I mean, I was very, relaxed with that and loving and everything, but I had such strict rules all the time. And I just started to just make that change so that I just felt like it was really just burdening them. And, and I just changed it. That was it. And I still have it, but I have it under control. So
yeah, sometimes we say, it's okay if something's out of place.
Yeah. Now I don't, especially now. I mean, I've got, the dog was like licking every window in the house, ripping every pair of pants I have. I love the dog. So I'm like, okay.
Dog's adorable.
I will come to your house and straighten your pictures if I see them crooked.
So I feel I'm not crazy then, because I'm the same way. My kids would, I guess I would drive them a little crazy that when you went in the room, everything was like little soldiers. Everything was like just perfect.
No, I mean, me too. I mean, when we were, when how little kids are when they realize that they can go into a public restroom. You know how they are. They want to go into every bathroom in every store, in every restaurant, in every movie theater, whatever. So we would get into the bathroom stall, and I'd say, "Don't touch anything."
Oh my God!
Haley would jump like that, just like. So I made them a little crazy, and of course. Thank God they swing the other way. But I just want to say that Stevie, who is the oldest granddaughter of the 3-year-old, she says to me, Grandma, she goes, you have a clean car. And I'm like, yes, like it skips a generation. That's my girl. She goes, yeah, it's clean. Like, what 3-year-old's noticing whether your car is clean or
not? No, I don't think any.
She's like, wow, Grandma.
Well, that's nice. I mean, it's good. Yeah, I drove the grandkids, I think, more crazy. Yeah, I would do the same thing. Don't touch this. Don't touch that.
I don't drive them crazy at all. You can do anything. You want to spit on the floor. I don't care what you do. They get to do. Hey, it was like, oh, sure, Mom. Now, you know what I mean? I let them do anything they want.
Well, we learn. We grow up.
That's right. Well, when you're 68 years old, you're a different person. The world has changed,
I know. Yeah, you're 68. I'm 7. I'll be 73 next month.
I can't get over that. You look amazing. I want to be you.
You want to switch places for a little bit? Except I can't sing, so I don't know. But you're intuitive, so I'm sure you can do it.
That part's completely overrated. You could do it.
I don't know. My younger years, maybe. Now, probably not.
Actually, keep making me go.
In my younger years, I used to sing.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yes, I sang with a band. The band was the Emotions. I mean, this is like going back a long time ago.
And what was it like? What kind of music was it?
Like I sang Cher and rock and roll. Your songs also.
That's so fun. I'd like to see photographs of that.
I have some of them. I tried to hide them.
Those on.
I know. Now you're going to torture me.
I'm dying to see that.
Oh yeah, boy, those were the days. That's when he was in the Army. So yeah, because I got married when I was almost 20. So
yeah,
those were the days.
How long are you married now?
52 years. And we know one another 56.
Wow. And
I said to him, I don't know. I think this may be the last go around. I'm not sure.
I got more goes around. I told him, well, you have to find me. He goes, don't worry. I go, okay. I don't think we're done, me and you. Let's go. Let's keep going. So.
Yeah, I know him and I. We've had other marriages without a doubt. Yeah. And he was here to really ground me and to push me into who my authentic self was.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
interesting.
I think we had that. I think that we each had a job to do for the other one, and I think, it wasn't ever going to the things that needed to get done were never going to get done until the two of us were together. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah, it's amazing when things like that happen.
I know, I love it. It's fabulous. It's really great.
Yeah, and the same, my kids, I look at them and I say, and especially the grandkids, well, one of them in particular, well, three of them actually are like really old souls.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I know I've spent time already with them many, many decades, whatever ago.
Right. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
You just know it. You could just feel it.
Yeah, I think that the younger one is definitely an older soul. The older one is just a newbie. She's like just like going for it. You know what I mean? The
Uh-huh.
little one is very settled and different. Um, interior driven. You know what I mean? And the other one is very exterior. Everything is like whoa, that kind of thing. And
Uh-huh.
it's so dynamic and having so much fun. The little one is very quiet and thinking and looking and sweet, really sweet. It's nice because they're just opposite from each other and they just really complement each other. So,
They're beautiful children, let me tell you.
oh, thank you. I love
Yeah.
them.
Well, it's so I had something else to oh, well, let's just get back just for just a few moments, and then I know you're busy, and then we'll finish up. What your music, okay? Did you write most of your songs?
um, in the very beginning, I had never written songs ever. When I met when I met Spider, we started writing together. I mean, I always wrote. I wrote poems and stories and things like that, but I'd never written a song before. So when we got together, we started to write songs. He said, "Come on, you can do this," and I said, "Okay, fine." So we did it, and we started writing songs together. In the beginning, though, in the way that it was then, probably still now, I'm not really sure how exactly it works now, but we always had songwriters submitting songs to us. So a lot of the early hits, like Love is a Battlefield and Invincible and We Belong, and those songs are from the outside. But we were always writing songs. But our signature songs, besides the hits, the signature songs that we have are the ones that we wrote, like We Live for Love and Promises in the Dark and Hell is for Children, and those kind of things. So there's the very beginning, a lot of the large hits were written from the outside, but the body of work is basically written from the inside. So,
Do you feel that some of the songs are spiritual or there's a message?
yeah, I mean, I chose the ones that I chose, even the ones that I didn't write, I chose for specific points. In other words, Heartbreaker, everyone asked me, even you did the other day, what do I have a favorite song? And I said, you can't really do that because it's like picking your favorite kid. Each of them has something about them that you love so much. So you can't really choose. But if there's one that I would say that encompassed everything, not ideologically or anything, but just because it was the catalyst for everything that came after, would be Heartbreaker. Now, Heartbreaker was given to us from two songwriters, and they were English men. And some of the lyrics were like colloquial, so it wasn't going to work in America. So I rewrote a lot of the parts that you hear now on the song. I rewrote so that it would work in the United States, because they had kind of lots of little sayings in there and things that only if you were in England you would understand. It was a long time ago, so now the world is different. You would possibly understand now, but you wouldn't have then. So but what happened is that I had the song before I met Spider, and we caught that song in that first go around with that record, and that was the song that for me didn't ever get there. And I kept trying to explain to them that this is not it. This is not what I'm talking about. Even though we had some of the best session players in New York playing on this record. When we went in to redo the record with Mike Chapman, the very first song we recorded was Heartbreaker. And the minute that Spider played, the minute he played one note, I knew we had it, because the whole thing came together. It was exactly what I meant. And he was it. He was what I was talking about. That really like blistering guitar work with these really clean vocals, and the combination of the two, it was unique. It was different, and it elevated the song into exactly what I was talking about. So going through like all the songs, I mean, I can't say that it's my favorite. I love it, but I would say that it is the most important one always.
Wow. That's incredible.
But I mean, Promises in the Dark is, are one of our main signature songs that we've written, that the first song that I wrote about our relationship. They all have like a thing, you know what I mean? We live for love. We weren't with each other yet. We were making the record, but we weren't together as a couple. And he was writing this song, and I thought he was writing it about the girlfriend he was with, but he was writing it about me. And I didn't know that yet. You know what I mean? And then Hell is for Children, is just, I mean, these songs come from, the Hell is for Children is an amazing song, because it came from a serial article in the New York Times that was about was an expose about how rampant child abuse was in America. This was in 1980. Wow. I mean, I came from such a loving and sheltered childhood. I had no idea this was happening. I just was like, oh my God. So that, they come to you from all kinds of ways, and for me, it's always spiritual. It's not, there's no such thing as it, you're just writing a song for like the hell of it, That's not how it works. So wow. That was a long answer. Sorry.
No, I was like, I'm listening. Everyone else is going to be listening too, believe me. Yeah, it was good to know that, because I didn't know that. So that's one of the questions I wanted. I mean, I know a lot about you guys and stuff, but that was one I didn't know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
As life goes, as it goes on, and you see the music changing. I mean, that's the important thing, is that things evolve. You're not supposed to be Peter Pan. You're not really supposed to just stay locked into some kind of a time warp, even though some people want you to stay that way. You as a human being and as a spiritual person are evolving all the time. I mean, it's 42 years later. I'm not the girl I was at 26. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Of course, she's in there, but there's so much more. And it's, to me, it's just so much more well-rounded and diverse and deep and everything else. And so when you write from that perspective, it changes how you write. I mean, these things are not separate from your experiences. You are writing from the world that you are in. So
are you coming out with any new music?
Well, we have lots of new music, because we're doing the musical that we're doing. Yeah, so we're doing this fabulous, this is our 5th year. So we're about to go, we're at the next phase where we're doing all of our showcases and things like that. And then hopefully we will be, God willing and everybody else willing, that we will be, on Broadway in 2022, the end of 2022 or 2023. So yeah, it's been a long journey. It's been just fabulous. I mean, it's so amazing for me to go full circle back to my roots. Those are my roots. Theater is my roots, are my roots. And it's just been wonderful. And it's not a jukebox musical per se, because we're not, the catalog is in the musical, but it's into an adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, which is just spectacular. And you're going to be astounded how well the songs fit. Wow. It's just incredible, but it's been just such a great experience, because it's a whole other universe, a whole other way to communicate songs and lyrics and music in a totally different way. And to have them wrapped up in this, timeless, beautiful story. And it's just been a spectacular experience. I can't wait for everyone to experience it. So yeah, we're very excited.
Well, we'll be able to see it here in California.
Well, you will.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, we're doing, the showcases and things that we do are closed. These are by invitation only. But the next steps after this, we do one in November, which you'll be coming to. Then we have the next one that is in New York. And then after that, then we go into previews, etc., and things like that. So then people will be able to come to the preview. So that will be in 2022, the previews.
Wow.
And hopefully, all goes well, we will be on Broadway in 2020.
So do you see yourself now writing musicals or writing for theater?
Oh, yes. I love this genre. I mean, I love, because this, like I said, this isn't a jukebox musical. A jukebox musical means that you are playing the songs basically in their form as they were written.
Mhm.
And, you're plugging them into a story, but this isn't that. We have orchestrated and reimagined all of the songs. So none of them are in the form that you recognize the song, obviously, because it's the song, but they've all been reimagined and reorchestrated and vocally, orchestrated into a musical theater genre. So it's spectacular.
Wow. Well,
I'll give you one hint
congratulations.
that the balcony scene is We Live for Love. So it's just beautiful.
Are you going to be in them, or you?
No, I'm the producer and the writer. I mean, I may step in at one point, but I'm the old girl. I get to play one of the mothers, I did help write Mother Capulet for me, just in case, but no, that's not the part of the plan. I'm trying to get out of that part. I want to write and do all that stuff. And, I performed my little tushy off. I'm good.
Been a long time. Yeah.
It's a lot, and I've loved every minute of it. And I just want to, try something else now. So.
Wow. Boy, I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
So happy.
And just a lovely, lovely journey.
Oh, it's a new journey. It's a new beginning.
I'm happy for you. You're great at this. Jeez. I mean, you know how much I love you, but I'm so happy that others are going to get to hear all about your expertise and your gift and everything. I mean, you did this. This is great. I mean, I watched a bunch of them before I did this today, and I was just like, bravo.
Well, thank you. Because I was so nervous today. I don't know why. I know, just you, right? Well, thank you. Oh, I cannot thank you enough for I know you're so busy and running around and everything else, but thank you so much.
For you, my dear, never.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you. So
I love you so much. You know that. Thank you for having me. It's been fun. Thank you.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun, and I just want to thank everybody for listening, because this is a great podcast. I mean, look,
listening. She has many things to impart, many wonderful things to impart. So
yeah, it's a new beginning for me also. Yeah. I mean, not that I'm not getting away from my healing and everything else, but this is a way for me to express myself.
Exactly. And it's really, I mean, I think people really understand that you're not abandoning the other part. You're just enhancing the other part. It's just another venue, another outlet for all of that great, goodness. So,
so I know you have a website, patbenatar.com, right?
Yeah, it's actually it's benatargeraldo.com.
Oh, there you go. Thank you for correcting me.
Since for about 25 years now, we perform as a duo, so it's always Benatar Geraldo now.
Yeah, he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's he's just a doll. He's just such a good person and good dad. He's a great grandpa, and he's my muse. I mean, he's together. We make music, and it's just wonderful. So he's just a really all around good guy. So I like him. I'm keeping him.
Yeah, I like him too. I'm grateful for both of you, believe me. And thank you. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule.
Thanks for getting me to put on a real shirt. I'm excited.
I know you put on a real shirt, lipstick and your hair.
Lipstick on, big dick. Oh, yeah, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm honored. All right. Well, thank you, Pat.
Thanks so much. I love you.
I love you too, and have a wonderful day. And I'll see you maybe in September for one of the concerts.
I'll see you on your birthday for sure. Absolutely.
September 3rd. Yep. Okay. Love you too, sweetie. So, I just want to thank everybody for listening. And I really hope that not that I hope, I know that you enjoyed this podcast today. And give me a call, or look up my website, motivateyourlife.net, or, email me. I'd love to, touch base with you. So have a wonderful day filled with love and light. Love, Barbara. Thank you. Bye.